caused many people to say, well, there's no basis for having any more trust in the Constitutional Court and the courts in general, in contrast to the other view that you've also mentioned. I think the truth is actually goes both ways. Whenever you're dealing with a very profound ideological issue in any jurisdiction, not only in South Africa, but anywhere in the world, be it in the United States or Britain or Germany or wherever, whenever you deal with an ideological question, a question that goes to the very heart of the ideological commitments and aims and objectives of the governing elite, you can expect that the highest courts will actually give judgments against you. And we have quite a number of examples also in South African jurisprudence that clearly proves that to be correct. As I've said, not only in South Africa, but also in other states, in the United States specifically also. So you must expect, a litigant must expect that when he tackles such a question and goes to the court to ask for a judgment going against the ideological commitments of the governing party, you must expect that you will be a loser. Because you've actually then asked the wrong question. You've actually tackled the wrong issue. In contrast to that, there are many questions. As a matter of fact, the vast majority of cases, specifically also cases of a public law, or more specifically of a constitutional nature, where you can in fact successfully approach the courts with the expectation that you will
Good day, all. Welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Prepper. So for a very long time, I've been wondering if the court systems in South Africa are actually fairly used against or for the benefit of South African citizens. The video that you just watched, I'll give credit to Saka Lega. I'll put a link in the description of the full video. This is an interview with a Constitutional Court expert, and basically what he was saying is that the highest courts in South Africa will always rule in favor of the governing elite. So I'm going to give you an example. It's an old example of 2018. This example is a Julius Malema, for our foreign viewers, that is firing a AK-47 on a stage, and then him being taken to court. And you need to listen to the way he speaks to the prosecutor. And if you understood the first video of that, the courts in South Africa will always benefit the governing elite, you will understand the way Malema is talking and the reason that he actually got away with what he got away with. So I've prepared the video for you on that, and then the video on where he actually shoots the firearm as well. So as a firearm owner, if I was to do the same, because the law says you are not allowed to discharge a firearm within a build-up area, other than for self-protection, that was clearly not self-protection. So if we had to do this as normal South Africans, we'll be in jail within 5 minutes, because this was recorded, this was live, this was on stage. There were hundreds and thousands of witnesses to this. Now Malema had the argument that it was blanks and that some said it was a toy gun. Just listen to the video, you'll understand a little bit better. Please like, share and subscribe, and God bless.
Why don't you just fire towards their direction as they are standing there?
It's none of your business. It's my business where I fire from. It's my event. I can even fire under the stage if you so wish. I decide how I'm going to perform it. It's none of your business. You have no business with how EFF conducts its business. As long as it's lawful and it doesn't violate any law, where do you come in? Unganapi?
Mr. Malema, the only logical explanation as to why you did that is because you knew that those fire, those firearms were indeed real firearms that you've used there.
An incompetent, incoherent, inferior prosecution is what you are trying to prove here. An abuse of power. You will not win with me. This act can be performed anywhere. I can even go and perform it on the grandstand if you wish. Anywhere. There's no prescription by the law. That's why I'm asking you, where do you come in? There's no law that says you must perform it here, not there, perform it there, not there. I can go anywhere I want to do this, where it will have a maximum impact, where it will not drown in the crowd, I will still perform it. I write my own script.